Welcome to the ArchiAssist Landscape Specification Explanatory video. ArchiAssist is a high-quality master, which is easy to read and gives on-site reliability, especially important for coordination with subcontractors. The content is common construction detail, which should not surprise a good contractor. Spec content is that which is universally accepted and common to Australian building sites. Designers are encouraged to not add anything to the specs during editing and just delete what is not in the project. This results in a repetitively familiar specification, project to project, increasing predictability and reducing surprises. When you know you have an ArchiAssist specification on a future project, you'll know what to expect. Designers draw or schedule the project-specific selections they make. People are most comfortable with drawings and schedules. Putting this detail in the specs means things tend to get buried. Also, separating selected project-specific detail from the universal construction detail in the specs makes finding things easier. It also leaves the specs to be a true backup document. And not adding to the specs means that for all projects, the specifications keep the authored format and wording, creating that useful, predictable familiarity. The master is a single Word document, which is very concise, with items specified in one place, so it is easier to read and navigate. A smaller, more concise spec means it can more efficiently become part of subcontractors' documents, and it is more likely the spec will get read. Let's now look at some specific features. Here is the list of sections in the landscape specification. Sections are element-based, not trade-based, because it is difficult to exactly define a trade, and with it comes a lot of detail overlap and repetition. A subcontractor's scope can be written on a sheet of paper, and with the concise specs, they can easily find what they need to find in it. Designers are advised to keep all sections. If there is a section that does not need to be used, for example, the demolition section, the designer keeps the first two lines provided in that section, which states the section's non-applicability, and the section content under that is deleted. Keeping all spec sections has two advantages. First is the familiarity with the section numbering and content, and secondly, you know at the start what is not in the project, which avoids full document study to find this out. The first three spec sections are common sections, meaning the rest of the specs can't be read without them. Their detail applies to all trades. Having it in one place avoids repetition elsewhere. Common detail also occurs in each section, seen here in the timberwork section. It is presented as common clauses at the start of each of the three subsections. The common detail is referenced many times throughout the specs, including at the start of each section's subsections, and in each page header, which identifies important information. This focus on common and fundamental detail means it is seen, avoiding problems later. Spec descriptions are self-explanatory, and language used is simple for user-friendly reading. Performance plain English descriptions of product or material attributes, without any manufacturer's names, are used. Products or materials described this way become contractors' selections, governed by the preliminaries contractor material selections. Know that the superintendent can have the builder provide checking detail of anything relating to the contract, specified in the preliminaries superintendent compliance requests. Italicized defined words are used. This is done in industry contracts and in the NCC, but is rarely done in specifications, which is unacceptable. You need to know a defined word when you see it. Builder administrative items are submissions and notifications, identified by the words notify and submit, written italicized, bolded, all capped, so they stand out. Hold and witness points are not used. Instead, the superintendent is timely notified of a future inspection and has the choice to act on it. Specification complexity demands a repetitive, predictable format. All technical sections that is Section 2 onwards, have the same 3-subsection format. Subsection 1 has the same 5 clauses, each with the same leading content. And subsections 2 and 3 each lead with a common detail clause. Spec complexity also demands an effective navigation system. Readers often go straight to the section they think might have the detail they need, for example, in the timberwork section, to look through that section. With ArchiAssist, however, if the reader can't find the details in their first quick search, they go to referenced documents at the start of that section to find it. The specification aims to be as reliable and safe as possible, closing even little gaps that can lead to on-site disputes. To help achieve this, many defaults exist. These give a direction when a glitch is found, including when spec content conflicts with another document, or when documented site conditions differ from actual site conditions, or when a documented material can't be sourced. A range of other defaults exist in the specification. With all defaults, the builder, upon discovery of the fault, is to immediately notify the superintendent, and is to allow the default specified. Specifications are complex. They call up all the building detail, which can amount to many hundreds, likely thousands, of items. So, they need to be comprehensive and predictable, but also simple, practical, and user-friendly. ArchiAssist achieves all of this. All the best with your projects.